Recordings in progress now. This is me, Lacey.
Good job.
Who everybody knows. You're
Yeah.
welcome. This is Kaylee, my children. I don't know if you can see the resemblance, but who is also rather good at astrology.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm so amazing.
Has a Leo moon, you get it. All right.
Yes, shower me with compliments.
Yes. So I'm going to share the screen and we're going to talk about the transits that have been happening. Today is the 16th, and I want to talk about the past 2 weeks of the transits because good news, sort of. No, the worst of it's not over. We've still got a little bit still, but we'll talk about that. And by worst of it, astrology is kind of natural. If you've already been experiencing shit, it's just kind of more shit on top of shit, but you're still experiencing shit. It's not like, oh my God, unexpected shit, except for Uranus is involved. So there is some of that. But shit is shit. But for some people, it's like noticeable in their lives. And other people, they're like, well, it's just Tuesday. I always like to say, well, it's always this. It's just another thing. Just another thing on the pile of shit. All right, let's share that screens. Okay, so this is us maintenant right now. And that's right, it does this stupid thing. They changed this where now you have to it logs you out now.
Oh,
which I hate.
well, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine, whatever, you just deal with it. It's just shit on shit. It happened in the past 2 weeks too, where it's like unexpected. Oh, you're getting in the way of my quickness. So what we've been experiencing, let's go a week back in time. All right, so 6, and then here's that Saturn here at 7. So about last week, right, and maybe a little bit before then, we were experiencing sort of this, I want to do something unexpected that isn't what I normally do. Maybe even do something that is different than what my authority figures would want me to do. Right?
Yeah.
There was some of that in the air, which I think is interesting. And what I called it is if you view your authority figures as overlords, then it feels like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm glad that I don't view you and Dad that way.
Right. So you could then, if you view your authorities as people that you can talk to, who you suspect they won't be thrilled with, right? But there's still this, we can talk, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Whereas other people who maybe have a boss or a parent who they don't talk with, and they're they're friction a lot.
Yeah, I definitely, with teachers.
Yes.
Definitely didn't do assignments the way they asked me to. I purposely did them differently.
Yeah, something about this last couple weeks was extra, right? Aggressive, maybe even towards,
And I mean, I have a very aggressive mindset, I'd say.
Yeah, but you have that Aquarius sun.
But I'm an Aquarius.
You can never not have perspective.
Never, yeah.
But you can't get behind a cause like a motherfucker.
Sure.
Yeah. Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Me too, Aquarius sun also. Yeah. But that is a big thing. And then we have, look at this, Mercury and Mars. This is quick speech for some people, right? Talking really fast, thinking really fast, but almost privately.
Oh.
Because Scorpio is kind of private. Mars in Scorpio waits for its attack. It's a Scorpion to the fullest, right? It's armored, pinchers, ready, but doesn't attack until it's certain it can fucking win for the most part.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it hides until it's ready to come out of the rocks.
Interesting. And last week was when that fight went down, right?
Oh, with your friend?
With my friend.
Yeah. In particular, with your friend, though, is interesting because your friend has Cancer and Moon, so water. Scorpio's water, Cancer's water, and she also has Mars in square to that. So, sort of easily set off her emotions and her consciousness. There was an ease with self-righteousness there then too, because when Mars is trining or sextiling something, sometimes it can result in I'm right in picking this fight.
Yeah, just I'm right, you're wrong, shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Mhm.
And with water, usually it's not against authority, but it'd be more likely to be with like a peer, because Cancer
That's what happened.
doesn't like getting yelled at.
Yeah, she doesn't like.
They don't like it. They
Yeah.
may put on a tough thing, but they don't like it.
Does not want to get in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's definite.
So interesting.
Yeah.
So people who have fixed signs, because Scorpio is a fixed sign. So fixed signs are Aquarius. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Leo. Taurus is another fixed sign. Leo is another fixed sign.
Double fixed.
That's right. And you have double fixed.
Yeah.
So you would have been really like extra frustrated than with people. You would have especially been frustrated at the beginning of the school year when all that shit was going through Libra.
Yeah, I had a very tough time.
Yeah.
I was extremely mad at
Yeah.
a lot of things.
You're frustrated with social situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Libra, or finding balance. Everything felt out of balance.
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
And everything still kind of does, but it's less bad.
Well, now it's not, yeah, but it still feels bad because you still have double fixed. You're still an Aquarius sun, right? You're an Aquarius sun and you're a Leo moon, right?
Yeah.
So you have a full moon there. So I fully feel my emotions and I'm aware of them, and you should be too, because Leo.
Yeah.
And then
beware of my emotions. I deserve it.
oh, when you are having emotions, there's no hiding it.
Yeah.
But you also then struggle with the other thing you struggle with is not paying attention, because Aquarius doesn't actually want attention.
Yeah.
Right? Aquarius wants to make sure there's enough to be spread around equally to some degree.
Yeah.
And
it's very difficult. I have a bit of a difficult time.
that's okay. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Oppositions are great in a chart.
I know, but there's definitely a lot of suppress. Like, and then but I also have that Capricorn, Venus and Mercury. I legit schedule in my planner when to actually like pay attention to my emotions.
Do it. My Venus is in Pisces water, and my emotions are your
can't.
emotions, and yours are mine.
Yeah. Which I mean, my Leo moon can never hate that.
Yes. Even though it's water and fire still, but
Whatever.
Yeah. So what we've really been experiencing this last week is sort of this, which we're over with now for the most part, but this Mars and Saturn, and you and I even this past week, a couple of days ago, right?
Yeah.
Experienced some sort of frustration or strife, right? When you're having your ear infection, my Aries wants to, fix it. And your moon is just like, just witness my pain.
Well, I'm just there. I'm like, I just need to pull through.
Yeah. And the other
Like,
thing,
shut up, I need to pull through. And you're like, how do I stop? Like, how do I stop the pain? I'm like, don't stop it. Just keep going away.
how do I stop this person going,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Fucking hurt.
how do I? But also you want to help, and you feel frustrated when you can't. That's
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. And so then the dad's like,
Just
Virgo
let it
going,
go.
there's nothing to improve here. You can't be improved, so you just have to be mutable and let the person
Just
serve
let it
them
go.
how that you can serve.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you can't help as much as you maybe want to.
Yes. All right. So I know we're like talking about all kinds of stuff. We'll just keep it on the transits. I was going to look at our charts like in retro, with the transits, right? To see where things were affecting. I guess we could. You want to do that really quick? Let's just do yours.
Okay.
That's mine. This one's yours. Okay. This is you.
I got a lot of stuff.
You have so many things. So you are in this middle part here. This is you.
Yeah, I got a lot of Aquarius, a lot of Capricorn, a lot of Sag.
Yes.
Very much in those spaces.
Yes. We've got some Earth here. We've got some, oh my God, it's in the 9th house, but it's in Capricorn, your Chiron. I always thought it was in Aquarius for some reason. It's fine. It doesn't change much. But
Order.
All right, so let's see where Scorpio, okay, here's where Scorpio is most affecting you. So it's in your sixth house. Sixth house is sort of work environment.
Yeah.
And it's every day. So every day there for you, there is a sense of I need to investigate or dig.
Constantly.
Yes. To feel happy. Also, every day you like to be in the presence of intensity. So you can every day deal with people experiencing intense things.
Yes.
Every day.
This is one of the many reasons I want to be a lawyer.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too is that you also attract people who are very intense because we have this Pluto Mars.
My
Because
2 closest friends are some of the most intense people on the planet.
Yes, very, in fact, explosively, right?
Yes.
Which is interesting, and they're attracted to a lot of your earth, a lot of your air, so your ability to help them think of other options and to make goals out of them, right? So it's not for mistake that they are attracted to you. And in fact, I feel like anyone who is sort of an intense person would benefit from being around someone like you who.
Well, I'm just so structured that like it helps.
Yeah.
Like I may be very, I kind of love spotlight and everything, but like I'm extremely structured.
Oh my God, look, this is today. Let's look at 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Let's look where that Mars is. So this Mars is like a knife, and it's also like something that really sort of attacks us. So am I at days, right? Days. Why is it not going to days? Days. Hello. I want to show you something because we were talking about, that's what I mean. This thing, it taxes out now. It's frustrating to me. Come on, Luna. Okay, transits again.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's to here. So I want to go back 2 days. And here is what is interesting. So here is your moon, right? And it's 11 here, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. And Saturday, because we came home, or we had left and it was starting on Saturday, right? The pain.
Yeah, but it was manageable.
So it was at 9 here, 9 to your moon here, right? Your emotions. This is a pain that affected your emotions as well as your ears. There's Gemini and Leo. Leo rules like the belly, the gut though. And then like, but it's in the 3rd house, which is like a Gemini thing. So I always forget. It's like usually like arms and shoulders and hands. So never mind. Something about ears, I'm sure, is in here too.
I just know Sag rules the feet, and I have some shitty feet.
You do, but I want to say the 3rd house rules something to do with the ears, right? Something about here has to my mind. Anyway, so we've got the moon here at 11, and we've got this Mars applying to a square. So friction, something that must be done about. It's a noticeable irk, right? And so look, Saturday, it's starting to apply. Remember, or this is starting to apply here. Mars is always like 2 degrees or somehow 2. It's always early because it's urgent action. It's quick.
Yeah.
So I always kind of calculate Mars is 2 ahead of whatever it is that I'm trying to apply it to or see what it'll affect. So here's what we got. We've got Saturday when the pain starts. We're at 9 degrees here. It starts getting a little bit worse the next day here. 10, right? We're getting more intense. Oh, fuck, we're blowing up here, right? And now today we're good. We're good. Yeah. But it started passing. So did you see that correlation? That's crazy.
It was like all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I mean, we did the right stuff for your ear, right?
Sure.
Sixth house is also the house of health.
Oh.
Right? So.
Am I going into a 6th house protection year?
Yes,
because I'll be turning 17.
Yes. And you'll be more concerned with work. You'll probably be more concerned with health. Self-improvement is also something that you will be more concerned about next year.
Which is good because those are all of the things I've been trying to be concerned about this year. It just hasn't.
But it hasn't worked. But you know what you've effortlessly been concerned with? This 5th house right here.
Oh, wow.
It's the 5th house of romance.
Yeah.
Affairs, children, sex for pleasure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Jupiter, and it's a sign of Libra, and Libra is ruled by, oh shit, Venus. Oh, what are the people you have crushes on right now? Oh, right, they have Capricorn a lot.
And Libra.
I know, right? And Sagittarius. So that's your 7th house of what you're attracted to. And you have a crisis around it.
Oh
right?
boy, yeah.
Because Pluto is wherever we experience sort of a crisis. So you have a crisis. I do too. My Pluto's in the 7th house as well.
You're just too accurate.
I know. And because you're in this 5th house perfection year, I know that the majority of this year has to do with romance.
True. I mean, just look at my webcomics I read.
Should I show?
No.
Let's not show the webcomic.
You can hold on. I'll just show an example.
You will see romance all throughout all of her selections. We have 2 apps. I have 2 webtoons that are like anime apps on my phone. This one right here gave me both of them, and then so we share the books that we're reading. Essentially, you can see what each other's reading. Although I don't really pay too much attention to it, honestly, but it's really funny to see hers are all like total
it's total romance.
And I go, oh shit. Which also means that this year, within the time frame of this year, she will meet someone. Oh fuck, it is. That's right. It's the next one up. That's fun. Oh my god, that's fun. It is when I said, oh god. Yeah.
I'll just show the remarried empress.
Well, yeah, do that
example.
Yeah, right. Where it looks like super kind of romantic. I know, I can't. It's not really showing up. Just know it's romantic as fuck.
Yeah, very.
But here's the other thing here too. So you're in a 5th house perfection year of like sensual self-expression, Venus ruled attraction.
That's why I'm feeling like a fuckboy.
Yes. And you have Mars here. You definitely want to fuck the people that and you want to obsessively obsess over them. You may even be into it rough. I don't know. But those are thoughts. So definitely though, intensity here with other.
Yeah.
But we've got Libra, so Venus is a major player then this year. So Venus matters wherever she is in your chart. It just so happens that, the time when we predicted that you would meet someone, which is funny because you did not know this person before going to school this year.
I really didn't.
And I came to you and I said, this year when school starts, you're going to meet someone that you're going to be like, oh my gosh.
I didn't meet them until way later though.
Well, so it wasn't way later. I thought it was. But it was wherever Venus was. And so my first thought was when Venus was here in Libra at the beginning of school. But it's really when Venus is conjunct your Venus or applying to a conjunction. In Capricorn. So
that I would,
the good news here is that you always know what kind of gift to get a person who has a Venus in Cap. Office supplies is the answer to that one. Office supplies.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
Colorful highlighters.
I love highlighters.
Definitely Post-it notes.
Yes, I sticky note and like put little tabs on all
a gift card to Home Depot or
God, I love Home Depot
or Etsy, some kind of unique. Yes. They have Aquarius too.
I love Office Depot.
Yeah. So funny.
Yeah.
So where you will definitely feel this Mars is in health, which you did. How interesting. Yeah. And then definitely in like intense communication. So you might find that you're having in your work environment, so at school, at times having more intense conversations than you normally have.
Well, when my friend kind of just falls in love with everybody.
Yes, she has Venus in the 1st house.
Yeah.
So like it makes her feel physically vital. It's a part of her.
It's how she thrives.
It's how she thinks of herself.
Yeah.
Right?
So, I mean, love her. She's great. But yes, I have a lot of intense conversations.
So it'll be really interesting when this Mars and when everybody starts going over into Sagittarius is going to be conjunct this.
Oh boy.
So this is interesting right here because this is sort of explosion, right? This is also sort of a fight for survival to some degree too, right? When Mars and Pluto are close together, a fight for survival when it comes to other people.
I mean, like there have been a lot of fights going on.
I don't expect you to fight though.
But I don't.
No, you tend to have outbursts of right?
Yeah.
If you have them.
Yeah. I tend to just like every few months be like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck everybody. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, that's right.
And then like a few minutes later, I'm like, okay, that's my outburst for this month. Time to be okay again.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine. Totally. And it's like, okay.
So yes, so wherever this is falling in your chart, right? Wherever the Mars and Saturn are in your chart, right? Ooh, you have a restriction around sort of consciousness right now. Maturity. There's a maturity around your consciousness that will be sort of growing. And also a restriction too around consciousness. So there will be something about the way that you see things that is going to come, and it can, conjunction is considered a hard aspect, but it can be hard in a good way or hard in a difficult way. Saturn tends to want to put boundaries around whatever it is that it's touching. So for this moment in time, and then Neptune here wants to blur those lines a little bit further out. So you might have blurred structure coming up a little bit later. But right now you will have sort of this, it could be parental figures, right? It could be anybody who's sort of a mature authority, anybody who's asking you to grow up to some degree, right? It's like I say, it doesn't have to be negative. You could love to be asked. I mean, Capricorn loves Saturn. Your sun is in its domicile, Saturn, right? So this for you won't necessarily be difficult. It might even be an embracing of, thanks, Saturn. I needed to have a better discipline. I needed to have a better, understanding of my boundaries.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
When did the transits, you said 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Is when the transits started to act goofy?
Yeah.
When was
starting?
When was Halloween?
Halloween was on the 31st.
It was on the 31st. Would that have been 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just thinking because that Friday before Halloween is when I started to just like all of a sudden like be way more punk and kind of like fuck authority.
Yeah.
And I started to just let go.
Oh, so you had
give in to shit.
You had Venus conjunct Pluto. That means sort of attracted to crisis. But not in a bad way though, right? It's like attracted to obsessive, and attracted to, let's see, what else have we got here? So Mars was still in Libra on that day in particular, but Mars, remember, it has to be 2 away. So Mars started throwing a fit about here, right? Thursday started to feel more empowered here. That's what it is.
That makes sense because I felt very empowered.
Yes.
On Friday.
Yes, Mars going into Scorpio. It's about to get its balls back. In Libra, it's in a detriment. So.
Yeah, because I started to feel very empowered.
It's about to get its stinger back.
But can I just say, I've never met a balanced Libra.
Well, yours are younger Libras. When Libras get older, they push so hard, usually one way or the other.
That's true.
Because they must find balance in wherever it is they're in, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Because like it takes
physically,
they need to really figure it out.
Yeah,
it takes them a while.
It does, especially young Libras.
Because like young Libras are like the stereotype people give for Geminis. Interesting. But like I've noticed everywhere. Yeah.
Well, and then the other thing is when you have a Libra, right? Because Libra is so close to Scorpio. So you can have a Libra sun, somebody who's aware of, conscious of what different people need to hear.
Yeah.
And what to say, what not to say.
They're
to move forward. They're excellent at that, but they could have a Scorpio other stuff right here.
Yeah.
So they could have a Scorpio Mercury. So the way they logic and the way they communicate is a little bit more powerful. And also they don't want to be on the internet because Mercury in Scorpio does not like to put themselves out there and what they're thinking on computers.
Interesting. Is that similar with Capricorn? Because I also don't care much.
So Capricorn wants to win. right?
Yes,
Capricorn
I do.
wants to win not just the battle, but the fucking war.
Yeah, I want to rule
Right?
everything. Yeah, like I am not your queen, I'm your dictator.
That's
type
right.
shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
And a power couple, right? So there's power involved. There's achievement involved here. So you don't want to be seen as growing. You want to be seen as achieved almost.
Yes, very much.
Yeah. So you only say what's already winning.
Yeah.
In your circle, your spheres.
Very much. I do that.
Yes, but you will organize the shit out of your phone by color.
I do. Yes.
Mine's messy. I have like
your
nothing.
phone gives me a heart attack sometimes. Oh my god.
Yeah,
but like my phone, color coordinated. It's properly structured.
Properly structured. Fucking Capricorn. Fucking Capricorn Venus. Mercury.
My homepage has a calendar on it that I regularly update.
What are you even talking about? I don't even know. How can you have any freedom? Just kidding. It's good. It's good.
But literally.
Yeah. So somebody who has Capricorn placements.
I literally have
Yeah, sure. So Kaylee's has a calendar, right? Capricorn placements here. And then my apps, not Capricorn placements here. Where is my calendar?
Yeah.
You don't know. I don't know. I'll find it when I gotta find it.
Yep.
I already know what the fuck's going on.
I have meal plans for daily like things to eat and to work out.
Sure, you're not a goddamn Virgo. It's gonna get even worse next year because it's
I'm
gonna be intense about it next
like,
year.
Okay, I already am slightly like the dad from 10 Things I Hate About You to myself.
What's a bogey Lowenstein?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No drinking, no drugs, no tattoos, no ritual animal slaughter of any kind.
I'm like, what? Oh my god, I'll put a damper on our fun.
But yeah.
All right. So what do we got left? Let's look at what we've got left. Let's update to now. Now we know that these things are kind of moving through, which is awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah, but we're still, I feel like there's still going to be quite a bit of aggression.
Yeah. Anything that's in a square. So 1, 2, 3, right? So if you've got anything in Aquarius here, you'll be, and especially later Aquarius, you back here, then you'll notice it more. You will have already noticed it earlier, right? I noticed a lot of it earlier, but if you have a more back here, then you'll notice it. If you have anything in, let's see, Leo too, right? Because that's in a square.
All of my stuff.
Yeah, you'll notice it here too.
Oh boy.
Yes. And then anything, if you have anything in a Taurus, you are extra here because it's all in opposition. So Taurus is the sign of tradition.
Yes.
Of Earth. We keep things the way they've always been.
Yes. Very, very strong, concrete.
Yes.
Like,
but also can grow things because it's so still.
Well,
it doesn't move on or progress quickly.
You know, something I do like about Taurus though, a lot, is that like, and something I can identify with, is that we both like, have a thing where if everything's going the way that everybody wants, then we're very go with the flow. Yeah. Like with Taurus, like they're very go with the flow. Every time I've hung out with Taurus, it's like, yeah, let's hang out, let's get McDonald's, let's chill. Yeah, they like to smoke weed usually too. Yeah. Here's the other thing with Taurus. Taurus has a really, so Aquarius can understand the perspective of a Taurus, right? But get frustrated with their lack of ability to I can't hang out with them
change your mind.
Like, yes.
That was what they thought 10 years ago. Yeah. Not what is now.
Like, I understand. Like, I understand. I like tradition. Yeah. And I have that Saturn in Cancer. Yeah. But like, yeah, I need to be able to talk about very expansive, quick things. And so I have a lot of air friends. You have a lot of air in your chart, right? You've got a sun in Aquarius. I'm double air. And a rising. Yeah. In Gemini. This means curiosity. So Taurus is less than curious, but a Taurus knows how to tell you how to get the most highest quality usually of something. Oh, Taurus placements, love the style. Oh my God. The style is on point. Taurus rising. Except for you're a man. If you're a Taurus man, you wear Carhartts. With some true. You know. But feminine presenting. Yeah. Taurus placements. Yeah. Especially risings. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, they're gorgeous. Like gorgeous. Great makeup. Dressed to the nines. Oh yeah. All the time.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, usually.
If they have a fiery moon. So Taurus, because it is so mellow, even though it's fixed in its mellowness, right?
It's
You
like-
can't budge that bull, right? It's difficult
for
to,
sure.
unless they have Uranus there.
Mhm.
So the interesting thing here is that every Taurus and every place at that placement is getting a bit of a shakeup.
For sure. Yeah.
So that's kind of like the way things have always been are getting jarred, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Especially the way things have always grown. So like food supply is getting shooken up right now. Nabisco, right? We're talking Oreo, we're talking John Deere, right? They went on strike. So
all
you
of it.
Yeah, you have a lot of these grocery stores, grocery outlets that are feeling
Oh my
that
gosh!
Mars,
Plus,
Saturn.
Burger King is going down now.
Burger King,
Like
Taco
they're
Bell.
like most of the Burger Kings in the Portland area, at least, are being shut down.
Yeah, right.
Because nobody wants to work for them.
Nobody. So things exactly like that. So that's getting a major shakeup right now.
Yeah. Stability.
So if you have, so I have this Taurus place. You have it in your 12th house of enemies, healing, closure, right? So you won't be able to put your finger exactly on what it is that's getting shooken up because it's not in your present.
I don't do good with like when things start to get shaken up.
Right.
I don't understand.
Yes.
It takes me a very long time, and it is a very Taurus thing.
Yeah. It's also a very Saturn and Cancer thing.
Yes.
Like you can go with the flow for so long until it's like, this is totally different than what I had structured it in my mind as being.
Yeah. And then earthquakes.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. We're going to get on like another huge tangent, but
No.
So this opposition right here, right? So, you may be, so wherever Taurus is in your chart. So Taurus in your chart is not so seeable because it's in the 12th house.
No.
Maybe who you thought was an enemy isn't an enemy anymore. Well, let's say you run into people who go to your high school who you hadn't talked to.
Oh my God.
Oh, let's see, maybe there's a shake up there. Oh, fucking wait, that actually happened.
And then she became my friend.
Yes.
Oh my God. This literally happened.
That
literally happened at the beginning of the school year.
Totally. So where it's happened for me is mine's in the Uranus is in the second house, and it went over my Chiron childhood wounds. Can you think of something that we experienced this year that gave a little bit of a shakeup when it came to my childhood?
Oh my God.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Astrology.
It's amazing.
It blows my mind.
It gets even cooler than this. So see this, we're about to have an eclipse. So eclipses are great beginnings and great endings, right? It's usually the beginning of something and the ending of something. Usually
like the death card.
Yes, it's like that, but every 6 months and then they switch and then it kind of progresses throughout time. But right now, so what you, okay, this is kind of fun for me to see in yours. So you are having great beginnings and great endings in your 7th house and your 1st house. So you will be experiencing some kind of great beginning in the way that you think of your physical self. Things will be changing in the way that you think of your approach to life. In the way that you think of yourself physically, right? We'll have great beginning. And the other thing is great beginnings and great endings or great transitions is in the 7th house of others, right? So when this shit goes into here, you might experience some stuff, which I think is interesting.
Yeah. So like, would that be like a confidence boost or?
Yeah. So North Node is usually where we are headed. Sort of. I think of it as the beginning, but it's not always true. I've definitely found that just because, the North Node isn't always the beginning and the South Node isn't always the end parts. Yeah. It's just where we experience it, right? So like mine is, so my eclipse here is in my 3rd house of siblings. Oh. So great endings and great beginnings. So for us, it ended an era of traveling and staying with family. We've decided that that doesn't work anymore. We need to really have our own space while we're visiting, either a hotel or something. So that's what we experienced. That's what I experienced as a great beginning. And it's not necessarily something that it's like the end of everything. It's more like the end of this doesn't work anymore. Yeah. This would work better, right? There's
Yeah, okay.
So yours is going to be in your 1st house of self and in your
7th house
of partnerships. That's where yours is. That's where yours is taking place.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so great endings, great beginnings. So maybe yours is going through more of a great beginning. Some major beginning, and then something else will be ending. So maybe it could be. So what I think of as like an ending is when you had so many people that you were dating 2 years ago, right?
Sure.
You had a great beginning of men, boys, girls, anything in between, right? You
Yeah.
were like multiple poly. It was like everybody, right?
Yeah,
It was
I
kind of-
didn't care.
Not that you were dating everybody. 'Cause
No,
Capricorn
but, like-
cares to not do that, but
No, but I was dating 4 people.
yeah, at one time, right?
Yeah, they all knew. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I know, right? Nobody was hiding anything. You were obsessing over it though, obviously. Anyway, whatever. It's fine.
Yes, it was, well, you know, I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
4 people to keep track of.
Yeah, totally. So 2 years ago, this would have been a maybe a great beginning, and maybe now that part is ending, and now you're going into more of a
Stable.
or thinking about fewer than 4 people at a time.
Yeah, you
Something
know,
to that effect,
that's kind of excessive.
maybe. Yeah,
I kind of just wanted it all, didn't I?
yeah, you're just swinging for the fences.
Well, you
Swing
know,
it all.
high school is a time to experiment.
Yeah,
I
it is.
experimented enough for 1 year.
For all of it.
For all of it, yeah.
Just kidding. Okay, we should stop now. We're like definitely like 40 minutes in. I'm gonna stop the
Okay.
sharing. So we know we're not completely out of it yet, right?
We're still in
Because we still have that
this,
opposition.
we're still in this situation.
But see, next week it starts to look better though. See that
Yeah.
it's Mars is on the other side of that 12. So 16, we're on the other side of that now.
Yeah.
Pretty
But I just end this by saying it is a bones day.
It is a Bones
It's a
Day.
bones day.
Today.
Today's a bones day. So treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Oh,
Get that candle you want.
this Friday. This
Yeah.
Friday is the eclipse, lunar eclipse.
Yeah.
And it's the moon in Taurus. So the moon is exalted
Mm.
here in Taurus. So to comfort yourself,
Yeah.
definitely get the candle that you already know you like a lot.
Yeah.
Get the
Like,
food that you already know you like a lot. or
Just
the dish.
veg out. Do everything you can to have like a good day.
Yeah.
Because it's a bones day.
Yeah. Go buy like a luxury blanket.
Yes.
Oh, that feels
Buy
so
that
good.
heated, weighted blanket.
Save your pennies. I mentioned this in the moon mail. It didn't go out this month, but I mentioned this already to start saving money ahead of time for this.
Yeah, just spend a little money on yourself.
Do
Feel good.
Yeah.
It's a bones day.
Go for quality, not quantity.
Yes.
And it's a Bones Day.
It's a bones day. We gotta do some fun shit. Like,
Gotta do some boning. Just kidding. It's just weird. Okay. We should stop recording now.
okay.
Oh my God. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah. Have a good bones day.
Have a good
everybody.
Bones Day, everybody. From our home to yours.
Yeah.
Have a good Bones Day, everyone.